Oh my gosh, how excited are you guys? How excited are you guys after last night's premiere of Solo, a Star Wars Story official trailer number 2? I'm excited. I'm excited mostly because of this, though. This is actually the only thing that truly interested me in the whole trailer. I think it was me who said that Ron Howard would be awesome if he actually incorporated some of the Star Wars holiday special characters in Solo, a Star Wars Story. Uh, and why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? I mean, this is going to be a story that focuses on Han Solo and Chewbacca. We do know that Chewbacca's family consists of a really disgusting, hideous old Wookiee named Itchy, a little boy named Lumpy, and his wife Mala. Mala, by the way, the only one with a decent name. What is up with Itchy and Lumpy? What is going on? Ew, it's disgusting. It's like, why did you name your family after psoriasis symptoms? But Mala, again, terrific to catch a glimpse of her in this trailer, and to know that, I don't know if it's meant as a wink to real Star Wars fans or what, but look, the Star Wars Holiday Special is officially Star Wars canon.
Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I
get. All right. Thank you, phony audience. Thank you for that synthetic validation. I do appreciate it. Alright, nobody cares less than me about what Comic Artist Pro Secrets thought of Solo, a Star Wars Story trailer number 2, and it's my own YouTube channel. I don't expect you guys to listen to my nonsense, take it with a grain of salt, but what I do expect you to listen to, ScreenRant.com. Yeah, they're a little bit higher up on the garbage tier hierarchy than Comic Artist Pro Secrets, which is why I consult them. And I jumped out of bed this morning like, holy cow, what did Chris Agar, Star Wars journalist at ScreenRant.com, think of Solo, a Star Wars Story trailer number 2 last night, as it rudely, violently, unexpectedly assaulted me while I was trying to watch American Idol. Yeah, that Ryan Seacrest is a corker. Look at this. You want to dress like Screech from Saved by the Bell? If so, shop now at Dress Lily. Thank you for the ad revenue for ScreenRant.com. Yeah, appreciate it. Alright, so let's find out what they have to say about this travesty. Good gracious me. Lucasfilm has released a new theatrical trailer for Solo, a Star Wars Story. Ah, yes. Perhaps it's fitting. A film that took an unconventional path to completion. That's an interesting word. Well, what is convention anyway? Is it unconventional for a production to leak to the press that the lead actor cannot act and everybody's freaking out? Maybe. Is it unconventional for a production to leak to the press that Disney is banking on this movie to fail massively, and that the production is completely troubled? A lot of internal turmoil. Is that conventional or unconventional? Who can say? Who can say? Was it conventional or unconventional to fire Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the two geniuses behind a Lego movie, for creative differences? Well, I don't know. But, maybe this is a new winding road to a massive blockbuster success. After all, they did replace these two directors with Ron Howard, who is an old pro and standby. Maybe he can pull this together, and maybe that was the plan all along, just to stress everyone out and leave everyone in suspense, only to make it happen in the end. That's very much like Han Solo. Okay, so it has had an unconventional path to completion. It has had a rather unconventional marketing campaign. Yeah, slightly French in nature. Han Solo's kind of a rogue, known for stealing, and it's a good thing that this movie now has a reputation for being lovably roguish and swiping its marketing campaign from a poor French artist. That was embarrassing. Whereas teasers for Rogue One and Last Jedi debut 8 months before their respective theatrical premieres, viewers didn't get their first look at Solo until early February, roughly 3 months prior to hitting the big screen. That's because these two productions came with hubris. They thought they were good. Disney thought they were going to be good and met with laudits and praise. Now they're a little bit gun-shy. Makes me nervous. The perceived delay was strategic on the studio's part, giving The Last Jedi its moment in the sun while waiting for the ideal platform, in this case, the Super Bowl, to launch advertising. Well, it was very strategic, and you know who it benefited mostly? It benefited Justin Timberlake because his odd, ungainly performance was only the second most talked about thing the next day. Most people were talking about the very strange, very unpleasant Solo, a Star Wars Story premiere trailer. I know I was. But now things are kicking into high gear. Despite the bumpy road to completion, Solo was right on schedule to premiere on the May date it's always had, and Lucasfilm is turning their marketing machine up to 11. Of course, part of their huge push is unveiling the second theatrical preview, which you can watch in the space below. No thanks. I saw it, and I will say, it was better than I thought. It lacked Jabba the Hutt. Alright, clocking in at just over 2 minutes, the footage provides a basic outline of the story. As a youngster, Han is eager to make a name for himself in the criminal underworld. Me too. Aligning himself with Tobias Beckett and associates. Beckett knows of a big-time job for crime boss Dryden Voss. It rhymes. Which appears to be robbing the Conveyex train. Here, we get a taste of the idealistic Solo, as the film puts a new spin on one of the franchise's most famous lines. As Han settles in to fly the Millennial Falcon, he has a good feeling about this, as opposed to the many bad feelings he had in the Skywalker saga. Disney, we ain't buying it. As for all the concerns about acting coaches and replacing Harrison Ford, Alden Ehrenreich seems comfortable in the role, proving he was the right actor for the job. The trailer also does an excellent job of establishing Solo's tone. This is very much an old-school space adventure film, and it looks like a lot of fun. That is your opinion. In particular, Han and Chewie have some already memorable interactions, most notably when the moment when the Wookiee appoints himself as co-pilot of the Falcon. In this scene, we learn the Wookiee is a spry 190 years old, to which Han says, "You look great." Donald Glover's Lando Calrissian also gets some screen time, with the Atlanta star exuding the iconic suaveness of the future Baron Administrator. It'll be nice to see him interact. That's an opinion. I don't think it will necessarily be nice to see him interact with Han in Solo. Did I say interact? Interact with Han Solo, hopefully fleshing out a dynamic that was only touched upon in the original trilogy. Much like Rogue One, this spin-off should enhance elements from the previous films. Of course, Solo isn't going to skirt on drama. The stage is being set for some twists and turns in the narrative, with Beckett advising his young pupil to just assume everyone is going to betray him. Yeah, and that would have been good advice for Han Solo original directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. That would have been good advice for Alden Ehrenreich when it was leaked to the media that he's a terrible actor that's ruining the movie. Just assume at Disney that everyone is going to betray you. Yeah. This has to be tough for Han to hear, but it could be a necessary lesson. Something turned Han into the hardened cynic we first met in A New Hope. An incident that'll likely be shown in this prequel. I think it will be this prequel. I think it's working with Disney that turned him into a hardened cynic. Yeah. Look at Britney Spears. Fans have plenty of theories about how it'll all play out, but luckily viewers won't have to wait much longer. No, it's coming. It's coming, guys. It's going to be here in a little more than a month. We're all going to have to see Solo, a Star Wars story together, and I will be here with you to talk you through it. And if you have any concerns, if you have any problems, if you have any post-traumatic stress disorder from any of this, feel free to talk it through with me. here at Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I am your Uncle Ethan, and I will lend a hand. Yeah.